Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Erica, or Ricky Mickey Plans, and I'm not here with another plan with me. This time I am here to do my year in review. A lot of planners like to do this. We go through all the spreads we did throughout the year and just kind of share them and kind of see how we've done things the same, how we've done things different, go down memory lane, all that good stuff. So just so you know, these are not the discs I usually use, but this planner is super, super thick. Let me show you how thick it is. This thing is 1 3/4 inch thick, and it's partly because I use extra to-do lists in a lot of my pages, and so I'm curious to see how much this shrinks in girth by the time I'm finished and I take the to-do lists out. So let's get started. This is from Jane's Agenda. I've used this cover for probably 3 or 4 years now. Just love it, and it's lasted a long time. And you can put different colors of scrapbook paper behind it, or pattern paper, to give it a different look. So sometimes I'll have browns or reds, and green's my favorite color, so that's what's there now. So that's my cover. I have a cleaning list that I keep in the front. Here's what I clean Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And let me just say, theoretically, not necessarily does that happen. A cute little name tag from Pumpkin Paper Co., who no longer has a shop. And then we get into the planner. So January, here's where it all starts. So first, I should let you know that a lot of this year, I was using my own set of inserts that I create and print myself. So you can't actually buy the inserts like this where they have what I've kind of deemed, with thanks to a friend, as the vertical dashboard layout, where all the events and appointments are over here on the left, and there's plenty of room for to-dos over here. But it's like vertically aligned as opposed to the dashboard, which is, goes like this kind of thing. So I use that for most of this year, so you'll see a lot of it until I change. But anyway, these are some old planner stickers from Happy Planner that I decided to use this year. A theme you're going to see this year is using stickers that I already had as opposed to buying anything new. And so I used these and then just, kind of made the colors all go with it. And it was like a bright, happy party of a New Year planner spread. And then I went a little neutral after that with, again, some more older stickers. I should have written down what book all these came from, but I didn't. So you can go back to my old videos, though, and see where they came from. I don't know, but this is when school was starting again, back to second semester. Just nice and pretty. And yes, I had COVID, and my husband did too, right at the outset of the school year, or the school semester. It's crazy. Not what we expected. I had also planned on keeping track of my reading this year, and as you will see, I did not do it. So maybe I should do that again in 2025 and actually make it happen. I don't know. Empty reading again. See? Failed. Again, older planner stickers that I thought looked really cool and kind of spacey, and I loved combining these and making it look like clouds. And I don't know what these are actually meant to look like, but I made them clouds with, the stars and the sun and all that. Loved this. And it was a wintry color too. And then for the last week of January, this one makes me laugh. I did yellow snow. Don't eat the yellow snow. Get it? So I just made snowflake stickers, but made them yellow. And that made me very happy. I smiled a whole lot looking at this spread. Like a whole lot. So yeah, it made me happy. And then we move on to February. Again, my own inserts. These are some of the same, no, they aren't. Never mind. I was going to say these are the same snowflake stickers, but they're not. These are Happy Planner stickers. And yeah, I combined some houses and some animals, and this is some scrapbook paper back here to make it look like, no, I don't think it was. I think those were stickers that I pieced together to make it look like a little hill for him to sled down. So I just wanted it to look cold and wintry, and I think it did. I think it did. And then, okay, so here I'm going to a regular Happy Planner spread, and this page was really thick because I taped the two together, and that's why I was struggling to turn the page. Here I went with completely black and white, and because let me try again. When I use a typical Happy Planner spread, I don't have enough room for a to-do list. Everything is activities and appointments. So I always use separate to-do lists in here. And this is the first one of the year to see here, to see. I'm going to go ahead and take these out as I go through this year in review thing. But yeah, I just did black and white. I thought it was fun. I thought it was nice. I enjoyed it. So plus I just wanted a way to use these plants. You can color them in. I didn't want to. So Valentine's Day didn't go red. I went pinky peach instead. Get rid of my to-do lists. I have the to-do one and the home one. And just so you know how these work, I just leave them in here. I can keep work on top. I can keep home on top. I can take work out, leave it at work. I can take home out, leave it at home. I can, it's very versatile. And so I do like using these. These are from Tool, but Happy Planner has half pages, and you can always just take a regular page and just cut it in half yourself. So, but yeah, I liked the sweet, soft peach for, Valentine's Day. And then I went back to my own spread again. Why did I want to use the Happy Planner spread for these two? I think I must have just been very busy and I didn't think I'd have enough room on the smaller side like this one is. So now I'm back to my inserts, which I again enjoy. And I guess I was still reading the same book that I was about 2 weeks ago, you saw. But yeah, I just went with blue again because nice, cold, wintry, that kind of thing. Here's an example of a different one that's not Tool. This is just, I believe, some Happy Planner paper that you can see I didn't even cut it very well at the bottom. Tore the edge, just highlighted the edge so you could see it very well. And so I just made my own little work list here. So, work list, to do continued. So, it's because I ran out of space here, so I needed more. This big long thing was not enough that week. What do you know? That's what happens when we get to musical season, which we're getting to here. So that is the month of February. My husband and I are both music teachers, by the way, so musical season, that's what that is. This is the first of several spreads you're going to see with these mushrooms. I love these mushrooms. They came from the Planner Society, who no longer has a shop, but I adored these stickers and had fun creating with them. I think I might have done 3 spreads with them this year. And then just mix some extra little cute things in. And then I went for bright and happy and colorful for the next week of March. I think this was this spring break? This might have been spring break. I think it was. I can't be sure. Yeah, I think that's why I put this here. This is a bright spring thing. So yeah, this was spring break. So that's why I wanted happy, bright, and colorful and fun. So, which it was. Apparently I should have marked more clearly it was spring break, but whatever. I always have at least one spread in March that is for MS awareness, multiple sclerosis awareness. And so I always make one orange spread, and this was it. I think this was actually MS week, but I wanted spring break, so I did it this week. So whatever, it's all good, right? So yeah, I always love my orange spread. And then I use a lot of florals from Heather Kell of a Plan. And so that's what those are. And then we get on to Easter week, and I pulled out every bunny from lots and lots of different sticker books, so they don't match, but every bunny sticker I could find, and some little birds and, eggs, and I just went to town. And I used these scallops from the Planner Society because I thought they were fun and cute. So, and glittery. I love glitter. I like glitter. On to April. My goodness, this is going fast. Back to a regular Happy Planner spread, so I've got some to-do lists to take out, and this was my daughter's birthday, and her name is Emily Rose, so roses, you get it. So yeah, this was her 20th birthday. And then we come into more April. I do not have to-do lists for this because I can promise you at this time, I was pretty much doing only the musical, and the musical I do out of a separate planner I have just for the musical. So that was almost all of my to-dos. Everything else I squeezed in here because I just don't have much time for anything else when it's musical season. But I did like this. This was the week of the eclipse, and we were in a spot with full, what was the word now? I can't even remember what they used. It was a full eclipse though, and it was incredible to watch. And so I used these old stickers and these are not Happy Planner brand, but I still liked them. They were great for this spread. And then this is the week of the musical. And I just did silhouettes and real simple. And there's nothing else I get to do during musical week. So everything you see here is something for the musical. So a rehearsal or a performance or something. And I got tons of steps in this week because my husband and I direct the High School Musical together, and it's a lot. But even though this was plain and simple, I really liked it. I had fun with it. I enjoyed looking at it. Then I got back to real life because the musical was over, and so used some Heather Kell stickers because I didn't have much time. Usually I plan the week before. I probably did this Sunday night. And so I wouldn't have had much time, so I just plunked some florals down and made it really easy. So I do enjoy how her stickers make decorating easy. And that brings us to May. May, I was not pleased with this spread. I decided to find dogwood stickers in the Happy Planner books, and there are actually quite a few books that have these dogwood stickers. But I combined these whitish blue ones with these pink ones, and it just didn't bring me joy. I don't know. I don't know if I didn't execute it well or if they don't actually go well together, but it did not bring me joy to look at. So this one was a fail for me anyway. And then this one, some older stickers from Happy Planner. These I'd been supporting for a while to use, and I just went with it today. And this was a fun one to look at, especially after the depressing one the week before. I think that's what it was. It was depressing. These are like really muted, and it's, first week of May, it's spring. I wanted bright colors, and this was too muted. So this did it for me. This was much better. And so I went with more bright colors the next week. Different bright colors, but still bright colors. And again, it worked. It was very happy. And this was the last day of school. Being a teacher, that's a lovely thing. A lovely thing. So I'm sure the bright colors were part of me being excited about that. And then was the week of my son's college graduation, which had a lot of things for us to do. Everything on here was graduation stuff, and so I needed to have the Happy Planner spread so I'd have lots of room to put them all in and keep track of everything we had to do. And all in all, it was a great week. It was a great week. Graduation, where he went to school, is a 3-day affair with 4 different ceremonies. But it was good. It was exhausting, but it was good. And then I went back to my layout, my vertical dashboard layout for this one. This was my son's birthday. He was not with us though, because the day after graduation was here. He left for the Crocs leave for the airport at 8:45 in the morning. So he left for a world tour that lasted all summer, and we drove home. So, so he was not with us for his birthday. Where'd that go? But, still have to put it in there, right? And so these were just some happy colors again. And oh my goodness, it's already June. This year is flying by. I did a rainbow spread here. Take out my to-do list. And so I just did the red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and I like to add pink in. I know it's not in the real rainbow, but I had fun doing this little diagonal thing for my rainbow week. These are all Heather Kell stickers, but I just took the smaller ones and kind of did this diagonal line, and I enjoyed it. Made me happy. I kind of wish I'd have done it during the school year when I was looking at my planner a little bit more, because I did not use my planner a lot. I don't keep it out as much in the summer. So green's my favorite color. The trees were all turning green, so I just printed out some simple green tree stickers and put them on here. Even down here where it looks like kind of bushes or grass, that's actually trees that I just turned sideways and put there. But I enjoyed this. And I did keep track of my son's travels, even though we obviously were not with him or anything, but I just wanted to know where he was. So that was fun too. Oh, and it was also the week of VBS, which my husband and I are always a big part of. These stickers I had been waiting to use forever, so I did get to use them. I love this little bicycle. I like this. I loved them. So these were fun. No particular reason except that it was my dad's birthday and he volunteers at the park. And at the park they have swans, and so the little goose was the closest I could find to a swan, and it made me think of that. So this vaguely made me think of my dad. And this one, I decided to play with some inks. So I took some red and orange, or I think it was pink and yellow inks, and they kind of blended to make the orange. And I did this with a cotton ball, and it worked really well. And so I made a little sunset over here, or sunrise, whichever way you want it to be. And just had to carry the color over here some too, but this was pretty too. I enjoyed looking at this one. And the year is half over. My goodness. So 4th of July week, I did not go red, white, and blue. I kind of find red, white, and blue a little bit garish myself. I'm not trying to show anti-pride or anything. The colors themselves are garish to me. So I just went with this colorway of the green and the turquoise and the red and the blue. Kind of an orangish red and blue, pomegranate, I guess. And did this for 4th of July. I love this quote, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free." So I made that sticker and I colored it to match, but it made sense because she's kind of she's kind of turning green, and so it kind of worked, right? More happy bright colors. I had fun just surrounding the page with flowers on this one. These are Happy Planner, not Heather Kell, but I had a great time with that one and loved looking at these. And this is actually, I think this is actually like a notebook paper, but I just cut it to fit and then glued it in. So that was fun too. These are roses that I did the same thing with, just all the way around. And again, I like the look. And in the summer, I have less things to do, so I have the space physically to do this. And then another orange and yellow because this is one of my favorite color combinations, makes me very happy. These are all Happy Planner, but different ones. They don't all go together, or they're not all from the same book. So that was fun too. I love this one. I like this color combo a lot. And then that is the end of that month, which means we are moving on to school starting up. School is starting up, so I will get rid of my to-do lists in here. So at work, at home, and then this was my Thursday schedule because this was the teacher day with lots of meetings. Friday, teacher day, lots of meetings, so I needed to have that here. And this was just prettiness sitting on my desk again because school was starting, so I got to have this on my desk again. Yeah. This is another one of my favorite color combinations, a lime green and a turquoise together. I love them together. And so when I saw these in her book, I knew I had to use them. And so I just put some florals here, and here, and just went with the lime and turquoise. And I loved looking at this one. I'm going to have to do that again sometime. And then again, these florals are that color combo I talked about before, but they also include the green this time, so that was kind of cool. I don't love this sticker, but it matched. And now, okay, so I've been using my vertical dashboard layout thing for a while, right? My son is back home. When did he come back home? I didn't even notice on here. He might have been home for a while here, but after I realized he was going to be home for a bit, I had to switch to the Happy Planner layout because I really needed more room for activities and appointments. So that's the rest of the year is probably this layout now. And so I've got my to-do lists. And the reason I need more is not because, let me start over. My kids are both adults. One's in college, one has graduated. They don't need me to keep track of their stuff. But I like to keep track of their stuff so I know where they're going to be. I know if they're going to be home at night, if they're not. So this is for my sake. They don't need me to to keep track of their stuff. I like to keep track of their stuff. This was kind of a fail too. I tried combining some line art stickers with some gold line art stickers with some pressed florals, and yeah, this one I counted as a fail visually. It did not bring me much joy to look at. It brought me stress to look at. So this one was not as relaxing as I thought it would be. And now we're moving on ahead to September with, again, that color combination I talked about, but it's got the blues added in this time. Take my to-do lists out. This one was a little bit plain, but I mean, it did the job. It was just plain, right? Now we get to probably my last summary page at work, sorry, with these florals here. Again, these are Happy Planner. This is Happy Planner. I think this is all Happy Planner. These all came from probably the same sticker book, so they go well together. It looks good. And I did the florals up the spine, which when these are taken out of the page, they look like that. But obviously we don't take them off the discs, right? Not while we're using them anyway. But it's still, I think it still reads that they go together. So I enjoy going up the spine sometimes. I started going with some falls here. Take out my home and work to-do lists. So some fall looks, florals, but more muted. So I did like this one. I liked looking at this one. And then this one is my birthday. Take out my work and home to-do lists. And my favorite color is green. So I went green. Lots and lots of green with a little bit of color on my actual birthday. So yeah, this one. And then I use these scallops here poking up, which means for the rest of the school year, I see them, but I'm okay with that. Like I see them like peeking out the top, but it's okay. Yeah, I loved looking at this one. Loved it. This one, take out my to-do list. This one was kind of a fail too. I went to more of those line arts, and then I tried to combine it with some feathers. It's not a total fail, but it's not a win either. I also combined it with some of those, I don't know if you could see behind, but like those kind of puddly paint schmutzy things. Like I said, not a total fail, but not a total win either. If I try this again, I need to do it a little differently. I'm not sure how yet, though. This one I had fun with. This one I did another rainbow, but I did only fall colors for rainbow, and I actually colored all these. So these were just white stickers with black lines, and I pulled out the markers and I just colored them, and I had a blast. This just felt like an adult coloring page. I loved this one, but I had space to do it because it was fall break. I got to color these too. I enjoyed this one a lot. I'm gonna have to do that more. Back at school again, I went with more fall leaves, some acorns. I made these stickers. I didn't love how this one turned out. These don't look piled up quite right. They just look a little too perfect, not like a pile of acorns on the ground like we have. But it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. I pulled out the mushrooms again. I told you I would get rid of my to-do lists. This one I did enjoy. I put them on wood this time because growing up we had some really rotten picnic tables in my backyard and mushrooms would grow on them, and so that's what that made me think of. I know it's kind of weird and gross, but it's my memory. It's me. It's what's in there. So, and then I used the washi here as well, but I liked this one. I love these stickers. For Halloween, I didn't want to go too much black and orange because it can be kind of garish. So I did black and white, and then I just did orange for my highlighters. And I did the stacked pumpkins up the spine, and I loved this one. This one was a great one to be looking at on my desk. Love, 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 love. I will probably do something like that again next year. Moving on to November, I got out the inks again. This one I thought was a fail, and when I finished the video online, I even talked about it being a fail, but then as I lived with it during the week, it's probably one of my favorites. To-do list, go to the side. I think there are two of them. Yep. But I inked black around the edges, and then I used these clear peach stickers from Heather Kell. And I love how the clear stickers just kind of blended into the ink down here. I loved looking at this page through the week. This probably was one of my most happy spreads for the week, for the year. So yeah, I thought it was a failure. At the end of my video, I said, "Oh, sorry, this is a failure," but I was wrong. Living with it, I loved it. And then for Veterans Day, here are my to-do lists. I think they're coming. There we go. For Veterans Day, I always do some sort of blue because my dad is my favorite veteran and he loves blue. And he was in the Navy, so blue. And so Veterans Day itself is very busy with my husband and I both being musicians and music teachers. But having Heather Kell's stickers to put down and made it very easy to decorate it, even though I was very stressed out by the week. So yeah, I liked that. Then these are not tulle, these are Happy Planner, as you can see. I just cut down some regular paper. This one I created in a hotel room. I printed these at home, and then the reason I had to use Happy Planner paper is because I had forgotten to bring my tulle paper to the hotel room. So I just had to cut this down and use it, but it worked. It's just a piece of paper, or two pieces of paper that I just cut to size so I could use as my to-do list. But yeah, I went to a wedding with my daughter, mostly because it was pretty far away and she's too young to check into a hotel room by herself, so she needed somebody older. So I was in a hotel room, playing with me in hotel room, and that's when I did this while she was at the wedding and the reception. But it didn't turn out half bad considering I used this. Okay, the spread turned out fine. The video was weird because I didn't bring a camera stand either, and oh, it was funny. It was funny. You should go back and watch that video. It's worth it. And then I did enjoy my Thanksgiving week one to-do list, no work one because I was only in work for 2 days. But yeah, I enjoyed the browns. These were pretty. These I printed myself from online. I kind of combined some online images I found, and I enjoyed it because it's hard to find brown flowers, but I found them and I liked them. And now we're coming much closer to the present. This is really old. This is from 2019. If you haven't been watching my channel, because I started the year with my own inserts and ended the year with Happy Planner, I didn't want to buy a planner for from September on. And so luckily I had a 2019 one laying around, and the dates match 2024. And so all of this is a 2019 planner. So my to-do lists. This is the week of my big concert, my first graders, and they did a concert. I don't want to say their concert was about candy. It wasn't, but our decorations were all with candy. So I made my planner spread match and have Christmas candies in it. So that was cute, and they liked seeing it because kids always come up to my desk to look at things. And then I did the next week for Christmas with my favorite color, green. So this one I enjoyed. I just found a whole bunch of different Christmas tree pictures and just put them all together and just went with it. So a bunch of different trees. These are just online free images. Nothing amazing, but it was a fun spread to watch. There is some schmutz on my paper right there, but that's okay because I don't need it anymore. This one I also thought was a fail when I created it, but I ended up liking it. I used some inks again. I made a round stamp out of some styrofoam and just stamped these on with different colors of ink that I happened to have. Like, these weren't colors I needed. These were just ones I happened to have. My grandmother used to be a big stamper, and she passed a bunch of her stamping stuff on to me. And so I just used the colors that hadn't dried up from her collection yet. And then she had this little Charlie Brown tree, and I added the same color ornaments here. That's with the pencil eraser as the stamp. And like I said, when I made this video, I thought this was a fail. But as I lived through this week, I loved it. It was not a fail. It was not a fail. So stamp ink in your planner. It works. This is the week of Christmas. This was yesterday. So this is the week of Christmas. I didn't love this spread, but I wanted to use all these different poinsettias, and they all don't really totally match, but they kind of match. But I wasn't looking at it a whole lot this week anyway, because we were out of town for most of the week. That's what this washi is. And, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, we weren't really looking at a planner much. So even though I don't love it, it didn't make me sad because I didn't look at it much. And then that brings me to the very last week, which is the week we're in right now. In fact, this says make your plan with me, year in review. I am doing that right now. It is Monday night, and I am doing this right now. And here's my to-do list. You might have just watched this video. This video came out earlier because earlier today I made the plan with me video. And so this is the beginning of the new year. I wanted to coat my planner in glitter today, but I didn't have any glitter, so I used this really shiny washi as much as I could in all the blank spaces. I also wanted to include my one little word, which is execute. So I made those quote stickers with execute and some happy planner fireworks and a to-do list to boot. And voila, this one stays in here because the week hasn't happened yet. That is my year in review. And that brings me to the back cover of my planner. Now I need to see how thick this planner is with those to-do lists out of it. I think I lost a half an inch. With all of these to-do lists taken out of my planner, but that's not a big deal or anything. It just makes me laugh. So if you enjoyed watching this year in review and enjoyed seeing some of my planner pages and you haven't seen them before, you might want to watch some Plan With Me's in the future and see how I make them. So if you do, please give me a subscribe and you will be able to see my videos as soon as they come up. You'll get a little notification. It's not the kind of subscribe where you have to pay a subscription fee. It's totally free, but it helps my channel. It helps me. And again, it helps you know when my videos come out. And if you also like this, give me a thumbs up. It's communication to me that I'm doing something you like. So if you want to tell me that, give me a thumbs up and it would help me out. So I hope you had a great year. Tell me which spread you liked the best this year. I know I have my little list, but I'd like to hear what you think. And tell me your New Year's resolution or word or whatever you have for that as well. And I hope to see you back in 2025 for a few Plan With Me videos. Take it easy. Happy New Year. Bye-bye.